Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Alright, you lot want to know the reason this time. I see you all guessing this time why the stream started late, and I promise that none of you are going to guess correctly. Some of you are quite close, though. To put people back up to speed again, I almost said as you know, but I corrected myself there. To remind people, I've been having quite a few issues regarding a lot of streams recently, and I have not quite been able to determine the reason. So the result of this is that my laptop ends up freezing constantly. Usually this happens during editing streams or during the D&D episodes or anything involving a shared screen, but also Discord calls, because I found that today I initiated a Discord call and then immediately that was the first freeze of that day. So I thought, okay, the issue is processing power, you know, potentially, because it's not storage, because I've cleared out a bunch of stuff and it's, you know, could it be the age of the device? Potentially, but, you know, that's not really something I can properly determine. So what was the solution this time, and the reason that this stream took longer to set up than before? It is because a lot of that stuff has had to have been done from scratch, because the laptop in question is this one. You can still hear it whirring. Yeah, there's definitely is something to be talked about with that one. But yeah, so obviously that's deactivated, or sort of. So here we go. This is now that all the streams are going through this thing right here. Because a while ago, my dad offered me, oh, my arm is really hairy. My dad offered if I ever needed like an extra computer for something, just on a random conversation. This is what like brought up, right? I think it came to me and, you know, said, hey, if you want one of these like small boxes of computers or whatever, then you know, let me know. So I did precisely that. I said, hey, that offer still happens, you still have some of those? And it took a bit of time, because some of them, it turns out, were actually not that good or did not have the proper power supply. So it took a little bit of searching on his part and a memory scan of my old laptop on my part and some account setups. And eventually here we are. So the problem with this one, you'll notice that I don't have my headphones on. I usually do. The problem with this one is that it has no Bluetooth options, so I can't connect my Bluetooth headphones to it. However, I did run a test earlier on, so it seems like that's not going to be an issue with stream echo, but if it is, please let me know. As for the rest of it, there's like a whole... Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you again. So this is my usual mic setup. This is what I normally have. You know, in case anyone wonders how I do like the pitch shift and stuff, that's, you know, an option that's on here. You get the idea. My echo's sometimes on, so it sounds like that, but yeah. Basically, that's that, but this is the new part here. This thing is the speaker where all the sound is coming from, and that also needs to be connected. There's just a bunch of cables and stuff that are coming out from places, and I've done my best to compartmentalize all of those. So with that in mind, this is, again, a bit of a trial run on my part. We're going to see how this works for the review. Also, detached keyboard if I need to use it for any reason. So yeah, we're gonna see. So don't know what just happened there. The only piece of advice that I haven't followed from people is using Opera GX specifically. And that's just because with Restream working on Chrome, I didn't want to try out a new browser. I want controlled scientific experiments. To anyone who's done GCSE science or, you know, the equivalent wherever you're from, you might recognize that terminology. I need to keep certain things the same so that I know that they're not affecting the results. And one of those things is inviting guests over, because KW wants to join. So I just sent a link over. Also, it did seem like Restream looked a little bit different to me, but I think now it's all corrected itself. So we are good to go in that regard. Okay, so now with all of that out of the way, we'll put this back because the video is already loaded, and it's one that I've had in my storage for quite some time. And this one is I Fell in Love with a Monster by MidoriStories, one out of 2 remaining videos of MidoriStories before Not Your Average Girl. So before the era of Gacha Life and before the era of when MidoriStories got good. Or maybe not, because again, I haven't seen this one. It could be that This Is Reality was a fluke and all the stuff that Midori had learnt but wasn't applying to the Green Knight, which finished after This Is Reality, by the way. He was just saving for his next project. So where, you know, most of us that you've seen featured on this channel will tend to just gradually apply, you know, better techniques to one consistent show, so you can see how it changed over time. Midori, I guess, preferred to, first of all, keep one show per Gacha release, surprisingly, for a while until Gacha Club. And also, after that, but also, I guess, have like jumps of quality. So yeah, This Is Reality I can't remember quite so well, because I mean, apart from like the story being atrocious, so it's that much hasn't changed. But on a technical side, let's see. Maybe it's just something to say about the mini movies of Midori's, of which this is the first. So let's welcome KW in first of all.
Hello.
Nope,
What?
it just seems like there's like some whirring that's coming through the speaker now. Not to worry about that.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did I do something? Like, did I make your computer go wee?
I don't think so, but I probably should turn you up anyway. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, I guess I've said everything I need to say in this one. Without further ado, on with the review.
Let's go.
Sadness, oppression.
Oh wait, I forgot. I actually do need to mute this for a second, because I forgot this was
copyrighted.
I do recognize this intro.
You are now watching. Oh God! Oh, okay. That's wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's done. I can put it back now. I just realized you're gonna like this first part, I think.
この世界の美しさは
Oh.
もう見えない。青い空もどんどん暗くなってしまった。
No, that's
世
not
界の
true.
広さもどんどん小さくなってしまった。
Don't say that. No, that means I have to like you. Jeez.
Speaking of don't say that, one thing that I discovered when going through the original video is just looking through the description. It seemed like some of this stuff was actually was sampled from videos that are literally titled Japanese voice acting.
Oh God.
And 2 of the videos are private out of the 3. The first one is still available, and it has translations of what the person says. I don't believe it's this. So I think Midori is using the power of cognitive dissonance on the part of the Western audience to gaslight us, essentially. Although then again, as a Japanese speaker, you probably know this better than I do, but that's just a hunch that I have.
I mean, I don't think you're necessarily wrong. It's like it's been a while since have studied into what the voice acting and stuff like that. I actually recently watched a interesting video where it shows you what people would actually say compared to like textbooks or whatever, and then they would show like what animes would use the textbook's language or the actual language. It was like, oh, that's interesting. So like, even like voice actors will either use textbook or whoever speaks, to them, like speak naturally, or like.
Yeah, that's actually something that, remember when I was doing the thing when I was watching the English, Spanish, and French version of Miraculous simultaneously, or just like going back and forth and checking random parts? Yeah, well, one thing I discovered with the French version particularly is that a lot of the the forms and structures are just not what I learned in school. And I had heard from some French speakers that most that some of the stuff that they hear, particularly people who've like learned French as a second language, come and say is almost Shakespearean to them, which is the same thing they say about Quebecois, fittingly enough. So if Bond's there in the chat, he can probably verify. But it was something that was like, okay, this actually does sound a lot more natural and conversational. Again, to an untrained ear, but still, from what I remember, was like, yeah, no, this is night and day comparison.
Yeah, no, like a lot of people say like anime when they speak, the language, Japanese, of course, if it's originally in Japan, of course, they would use like slang terms instead most of the time when speaking, and apparently like I think there was like one story or something like that where someone was watching the show or whatever in Japan or whatever, and they like either they know the language, like they grew up knowing the language or something like that. So when they were watching anime, they were like cringing at it or whatever, like, oh my god, what is this? This is not how we speak.
Yeah, well, in this case, it seems like they might just change the text entirely. And people complain about localization changes. What are they going to say when they get their hands on this one? And that was technically MidoriStories' first example of voice acting. I am not counting that as the first voice actor gacha production. That is cheating, and you all know it. What was that?
Okay.
I do appreciate the ambition of like actually drawing the mouth onto the llama character, because animal characters in gacha is impossible most of the time.
There's ketchup. There's some ketchup on the floor.
Yeah. I think one of the two characters ate the other. Oh, I was about to say, who ate who in that scenario? Did the llama just... Okay, fair enough. Could have gone either way. It's like
they were fighting over chocolate. They were fighting over chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm rigging. I feel like that's... Oh, I don't want to... I could be wrong.
It probably is like anime stock footage from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably one set in Hokkaido, presumably. Anyway. Oh, it's Yuki! Oh, wait, no, that was... I was about to say, I could do an impression. Wait, no, I didn't voice Yuki, did I? That was Aiden. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. See you guys soon. Speaking of Aiden, is about to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Come on, can you just like do like a side-scrolling thing? Like, come on, man, come on.
I mean, sure, side-scrolling thing as well, but also keyframes. They just seem to... I think this was presumably before Midori learned about that specifically, and so the animated poses, which I think were also in Gachaverse, but they were just filmed on the actual Gacha app itself, and therefore cannot physically move. They might jump cut. We might see like a jump cut to a different position at some point if they're not, Anyway, you think he'll be okay?
Of course he will. Even though he is going to the cabins.
Nothing bad happens at cabins in video. Okay, how about the car engine just stopped. We finally made it! Now what? Let's go on an adventure. Yeah. That's kind of looks like Aiden with
Be careful,
non-dyed
you
hair.
two, and be back for dinner. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if we're going by anime tropes, a character who looks like that probably would sound that monotone. So, yeah. That's the typical, like, I am so bored by everything, but I secretly really care. Anyway. I am the dark magical Lord Shingun Power Sector 32. Behold my power. Okay, so I do appreciate the fact that, again, the animated poses, these ones, of course, are the ones that you use statically. Like, again, back in the early days of Mutant Girl, that's exactly what I would do. You know, I would try to get as many animated poses as possible, so there would mostly be... There were a lot of idle ones like this. It was only really the walking ones that presented any issues back in the day. And, of course, because we've got to, I guess it's now a cinematic universe, I am the Green Knight, son of Midori, holder of all elements, which was not what the Green Knight was in that series. So the Green Knight was not the Avatar. I don't know where you're getting that idea from.
Unless there was going to be plans for that, but got canceled. But like I said, it got canceled. So like, I mean, I could be wrong though.
Well, the Green Knight as a whole, just it ended. I think it was the video. I think the video before this one was the finale of the Green Knight series. So that one very much had a conclusion. One of two Midori shows that I think actually concluded, because a lot of the others are solo projects anyway. Behold my power! Okay, nice shaky cam. Would have had a sound effect there, but still. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Oh, I chose the wrong voice for this character. Excuse me. You kids shouldn't be out here. There's something dangerous out here. I used out here twice in the same paragraph. I'm a policeman, not an English teacher. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
Like what? You're better off not knowing. Wrong yaw. Typical gacha tuber. And okay, I guess they are just gonna continue to move like this.
This feels like the animation to. Oh no, you go first.
No, just gonna be just to pretend the background's moving. Pretend the camera's panning right now.
I was just gonna say this kind of reminds me of some like old DS games, you know, like the animations and stuff like that.
Maybe there's a high chance that Luname himself played some of those old DS games. And actually, there have been attempts to make you know, visual novel style projects in Gacha. Particularly Monet actually wanted to do one, and I was actually that still remains to this day the longest recording session I have ever done, because I did it like on the day of the deadline, and I had to submit for 3 separate characters, and I was recording there in in my university dorm for 3 hours.
Oh god.
And now there's going to be some professional VA that finds that clip and is like, 3 hours? What a luxury! It's like, okay, look, let's put things into perspective here for a second. Anyway. Yeah. Man, it really doesn't.
Whoa!
Jump cut. You cut to the that, yeah. Why'd you stop? What is that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I guess she's just been here the whole time. And now she wakes. It's like the Eye of Smaug at the end of the first Hobbit movie.
I know what you're talking about, too. He's like, just there, just sleeping. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a monster. What do we do? Run!
And he's gone.
Yeah. It's an asleep monster. We gotta be very quiet. Now run away. Or don't. That works too.
Oh,
Hey. Now you see, this is a tactic that is is called making yourself look big to scare off dangerous creatures.
yeah.
That was clearly what he was doing here. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. And you ruined it. There.
Yep. Oh. Okay.
Like, that's not gonna go well.
Right.
Remember,
she's
kids,
happy.
if you see a wild creature, just go up and pet it. Nothing can possibly harm you when in that scenario.
Oh god. Oh god.
See, I didn't hurt you. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit. Anyway.
Yeah.
My name is Yuki. What's yours? Hello, Adam. Nice to meet you. I wish I could understand. You sound like a literal child. Oh, I have an idea. How about I teach you my language? 2.5 years later. There! Now you know the language. It's not that quick. Okay. Hold on a second. I feel like you already know what I'm going to say, but just in case. If you ask someone a direct question and they nod their head in return, it means that they've understood what you've asked them. Because they'd have to understand the reply. Meaning that if she's an offer to, to learn the language, if she's getting that offer, but she's saying yes to it, she already must know some of the language in order to understand. We're 4 minutes in. Time to go. All right.
I mean, there is a possibility of where they can understand the language but can't speak it because
I guess, yeah, they could be non-verbal, but my understanding of the classification of non-verbal is that, or in this case, she'd be non-verbal but still understand the language.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I just know for a fact there are a few K-pop artists out there who study it and knows a language, but they cannot coherently speak it.
I mean, yeah, I can understand that. But I've said before that as far as the 4 main disciplines of speaking a language would be reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And I think actually I've said in the past that they are I label those by order of difficulty. So the easiest one would be reading. The second one, writing, because you're applying what you've already learned from reading into writing. Listening, because you have to build notation, speed, phonetics, all that stuff. And then speaking is, you're doing all of that on the fly. So yeah, that's why a lot of language speaking exams mostly would be you speaking for 5 minutes on a topic and then a couple of questions because they don't want to overwhelm you, and I get that. It's also why listening tests are a walk in the park and often very boring. I will never get over the fact that they leave 20 seconds in between asking saying they're gonna ask you a question and then asking the question. It's what are you waiting for? We can't do anything until you say the thing. Anyway, so I guess she could have technically, be okay with with listening at the very least, but not the speaking. But again, the implication of learning the language is as if he thinks to himself, "Oh, you must not understand me at all." But I guess I've now taught you how to, read and recognize letters, which maybe you might have been able to do before, but we don't know.
Did he even get it? No, I'm just not gonna ask questions.
I'm guessing because this was a passage of time that he might have. Well, I was gonna say he might have returned but that kind of feels like he would not have just left her in the cold. So yeah, maybe he did just have a children's book on his person, and this is now the middle of the story, and that was the passage of time.
Magic.
I'm more confused. Anyway, and the princess was happy. Now you read it. Wait, what? The whole book again? That feels like the end of the story, right? Is this the first sentence? I think that was more of the Japanese voice acting video, but just like clipped. Just like spliced.
Oh God, dear Lord.
Good, you're getting better. Unlike me, I've used the wrong "you're" twice now.
Okay, for a second there, I thought that was my stomach rumbling, and I'm just like, it's not even dinner time yet. And I had 2 granola bars earlier. Like, why am I hungry?
No, 2 whole granola bars. A feast for the ages. Here. I have everything on my person. I have a bag of holding. That's why I'm keeping all this stuff.
Nathaniel, we're not supposed to be here. We don't have the main campaign yet.
I did ask the knick-knack for food, and all I got was this infinite booze. What am I supposed to do with this?
I
no
don't-
nutritional value.
I don't think you want me to get drunk again.
Oh, well, no, that's another reason I don't want to use this. I want actual food. I want a bag of holding with apples in it. That sounds amazing. So, to anyone who doesn't know, because I just realized there's a new person here, KW and I are in a campaign. That's an example of us role-playing as our characters. You did just give me an idea. You know how we like do like some like the Lion Gate reviews as AFMAO characters? We should just do like a gacha review at some point, like as our D&D characters.
Yes! I would so be down for that. Yes!
Oh, okay.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
The apple turned into a popsicle.
Yep. It happens. See, the problem is that Midori selected the long sleeves for this character, so if she were to hold the apple as a prop, you just wouldn't see it. So I guess this had to be just like one of the already like pre-generated mouths in Gachaverse that happens to have food in it, and this was the closest approximation that was possible. All right.
No, not the meme again. Oh, it's old. Be original.
We had 99 rats in the stream yesterday, which was a one-shot of that very campaign. It was not canon.
Rats. You had so many. Oh my.
We had 99 rats that joined at one point because they used some of the cheese from the cheese cultists in order to attract them just before we left the basement.
There's a cheese cult.
That's where Chathaniel came from, you know.
What?
The cheese without character that I had to get rid of. For the record, the reason I did that, and I say he was going to go in his own path, is because I didn't want him just randomly showing up on your stream and having to explain where on earth this came from. Like, we're in the middle of investigating, like, disappearances or something and dealing with, like, you know, like, departures and stuff. Like, having gone through an isekai does not work. So that's why I was like, okay, I need as little possible reference to this as possible.
That is
like,
why.
Daniel, you're leaving. You're out of here for now, at least.
I just remember being at the end of the last bit of the campaign or whatever, just seeing you guys trying to rush it or whatever, and Vin like said something about me being there, and I just said, Hera's just going into her room. She thinks it's a nightmare. It's a total nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think it was supposed to be a dream or something, like a collective dream, but I have no idea. Should have been too drunk to partake anyway. Glad you like it. Yeah, I think she's gonna be hung over by in episode 4 part 2.
Didn't like Doc healed her?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no. Oh, you did. I forgot that.
Maybe she has like a slight headache, and that's probably it.
Yeah, I realize now this is a reference to like later Midori work, but this kind of reminds me of Winterfire actually. Yeah, because there's a whole plot in there about monsters, and it's also like finding a random almost non-verbal female monster creature and adopting it as one's own. That happened for the main characters, and I presume the reason for that, I thought the reason that the character was non-verbal in that was because Midori didn't want to have to voice a female character because he was voicing like every single person. So only the men spoke for prolonged periods of time. But yeah, I guess maybe it came from here because earlier projects, I guess kind of retooling, sort of like the Green Knight got retooled for this. Anyway,
He's a brown-haired child with chestnut eyes.
Okay, we have people on the search as we speak, even though you only just gave us the description right now. Also, normally it has to be for like a missing persons thing, it has to be something like 24 hours. Although I guess maybe he's in danger right now because there's a monster or something. That's what they are looking out for. But anyway, I'm sorry, Mom.
Don't worry, everything is going to be okay.
God, I just had an image. You know how it's like there's like unconfirmed. There's like a big theory in the Avatar fan base that like Mei is Fire Lord Izumi's mother.
Oh.
God, I'm just now picturing like what would Mei be like raising a child.
Oh God.
Like, all right, okay. Where's the Fire Lord? The Fire Lady. Here she is. Wait, actually, honestly, her father's Zuko. That's even worse. Like that's the pair of them together. No wonder Izumi's so serious. She had enough fighting childs growing up. Let's hope Iroh stuck around for long enough. Otherwise, oh no. Or Key from the comics. You said my name, which is probably why it's Japanese. Now let's give you a name. How about Ushida? Ushida. The first name. This might be a Pinocchio reference actually, because that seemed to be a. Oh wait, actually, no. It would be because I guess I was thinking like the scene where Geppetto tries to like think of like different names or something. It's like, what about Pinocchio? You like the name Pinocchio? Yes, Pinocchio. Anyway, hey, there they are. Come on, we gotta go. I lost the voice. Here it is again. I think we lost them. Here.
Oh.
I know that you have a very thick sleeved jumper there already, but have my coat. I'm gonna I can freeze in the snow. Oh, okay, it's disguise. Okay, they won't notice you in this. Other than the tail. Hello. As somebody who has spent the last 5 years, making a show about a girl with a tail, I recognize this problem. It doesn't work like that.
I am in cosplay.
She could have said she was in cosplay before putting the hoodie on, actually. There they go. Oh, yeah. No one's going to recognize him. Wait a minute. I see the kid. That must be the monster next to him. I guess you could kind of read the... Oh, okay. It does seem like it's a different background. So he did do like a little bit of a smart cut in between. Grab my hand. I like how he has how it's like one voice take of the voice actor saying Yuki, and so he has to use that all the time. And yeah, just to hey, look, it makes more sense. It makes more sense here than Klamai episode 4, because I mean, at least he's a police officer, so he'll probably have one potentially. Okay, he wouldn't use it like that. You have to. Well, I mean, I don't know what the policy is about firing warning shots against monster creatures in Japan. I must say, I'm not updated when that comes to that. So who knows? That was a short video. Anyway, that it was, ladies. Well, please leave a like or dislike the video. It was on that day that I declared, oh, okay.
What? Oh, wait, there's a time jump! Excuse me?
Okay. Yeah, and that's the last time I saw her. There you go. I've, this is a post-pubescent, suddenly British Yuki. I'm so sorry, I thought you were in danger. It's okay. Actually, wait, this does seem like the following day. They look entirely different, but... maybe it was for the best.
Was it?
What's the helicopter doing here? I have no idea. Let's check it out. That's a thing that, you know, people do, right? They follow random helicopters that, you know, just are...
Stay where you are, LCPD!
Oh, what?
LCPD? That does not sound like a Japanese police department to me.
LCPD, son, don't you run now. Still gonna get you. Get off the street, everyone. We've got an emergency situation.
Oh,
There is no one on the street. What do you mean?
Street. All
Also, wow, she's kept the hoodie, I suppose. After all these years, it still fits.
Don't tell them to leave.
I guess those language lessons pay off.
I want them to enjoy the show.
Okay. Okay, the meme side of my brain is like, what if this is a flash mob or something, and that's what he's like saying. Enjoy the show. It's like she's literally going to do like a song and dance routine. But no, more likely it seems that Midori has decided that because of what happened to her. You know, at the hands of humans, she now holds a grudge against them, except for the kind human that you know, gave her the hoodie that could potentially turn her back to the side of good. Problem with that, of course, is that she was specifically shot by the police, and here she is apparently. Oh wait, I guess now she's turned on them. It seemed like she was in charge of the police a second ago, like she was like the new chief or something. Like that would be a really cool idea of, like, you know, she's a monster, like worked her way up through the ranks and only to destroy an institution that wronged her from the inside. I want to watch that movie now. What's going on?
enjoy the show.
That hoodie, could it be? It's just, that hoodie is 3 sizes too small. Ushida! We were just talking about you. What an amazing coincidence that is. Most of the time, if somebody like has like a recap of something that happened in the past, usually like in narration form, so when they do come back, the audience does not question why it is they just happen to be talking about that person and they just manifest it.
Yuki?
Oh hey, no more voice lines. Is it really you?
Yep. I was kidding!
He was like, I'm so happy to see you! We're dying on the floor! It's been many years!
Poor Ghost.
Maybe Yuki has a grudge against cops this whole time, so now just does not like after what happened to Yoshida, so he just doesn't care about them anymore. Anyway, what in the name of Irene are we watching? We're watching police brutality in reverse. Because it's the police who are being brutalized. Ushida. Guys. To me, ex-humans in this world would sound like monsters themselves, right? Like it's almost like okay, like they used to be humans or they're extra. Yeah, of course, because the term of like X-Men, of course, they were all mutants. That was the point. Anyway,
X is because the theory is that the reason why mutants became a thing is that they have like an extra X chromosome and also because Xavier, his name starts with an X. So how do I know this? Boys Meets World. And also because I watch a lot of X-Men.
that is fair. Although now that you say that, I think there is actually a condition where one person can have an extra X chromosome, but I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Also, apparently in the movies they said it was passed on from like the it was passed on from like the father's side, so how would that what I'm not even gonna
maybe the father like the males have more chromosomes than they should have. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it is the sperm that determines that. So we have like an X sperm or a Y sperm usually. Although I guess in this case, instead of like forming twins, I guess 2 X ones just kind of like fused together or something. Like
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if whoever came up with that like thought that one through. I don't. Anyway. Why are they still after you?
They want to experiment on me.
Yeah, totally. Not because you've been on a revenge quest for the last however many years because that one cop that shot you. You keep telling yourself that that's the reason.
But I want to be with Yuki.
Okay, how eloquent is she? Because she seems to be like fully able to speak the language fluently. But then every now and then she decides to. I mean, I guess I do know that in Japanese sometimes you'll just refer to the person like talking to in third person or to yourself. So I guess maybe that's what she's going for. But it just kind of seems like in the translated form, it seems like she's like flip flopping between the two, which is like, yeah. Ah, yes, what a delight it is to see you again. I am so elated by this coincidence, this mere happenstance that brought us back together again. Ushida want to be with Yuki. From our perspective, gotta pick a lane. Then let's go. I have 0 questions about this.
Nothing.
There's no one up here.
Same here.
Alright, affirmative. You'll be so
What is with this music? What?
We're done with the tent scene, so now we're on to, I guess, wacky house antics, presumably. I'm get ready for some fish out of water comedy, and also because he just told an anime girl character to take a shower, probably some other types of comedy as well. Let's see if I get demonetized. Anyway, you should go take a shower. These guys are pretty dirty. You've been wearing that hoodie for the past 5 years. It needs a wash. But these clothes mean a lot to me. Yeah, so does the stitching, I presume. You need all those to be retailored as well. I recognize that exact outfit you were wearing before.
But these clothes mean a lot to me.
Oh, come on. They're not that special. They're not that special. Plus, the police know the clothes you have on already. This is getting into some Jason Bourne territory. Oh, hi, Angel Dust. Welcome back.
Fine. Oh my god!
Okay, you know what? The sad part is I relate to this because if remember, I don't know if you've seen that far in the Mutant Girl Season 1 originally, but minor spoiler for you if that's not the case. Speaking of which, we need more reactions to that on your channel, by the way. But minor spoiler if that's the case, yeah. I tried to have like a scene of the characters. This is specifically the May's living room, so the May family watching TV or playing video games on TV actually, and I too used one of my own videos as the gameplay footage that they were partaking in. And yeah, the only difference from this one is the fact that I resized it so that, because like obviously the TV is at an angle, I can't account for that. I shrunk it down so at least it would be like inside the frame of the TV itself, rather than I guess kind of like engulfing where the screen's supposed to be. So I can relate to this, but now having seen it done in this format, I feel less bad about it.
Oh no. No, now I feel worse for Yoshida, because I looked up what Yoshida means in Japanese, and the first result was Rocky Eyes Patty, which stares at Yoshida's hair. I see the rice part.
Now we're just missing the rock and the patty, I guess. I guess this is also, a time-honored tradition in Gacha, where, it's kind of like with Rosie Closey showing off like boy with bad luck in the first Music Freaks.
I just realized he's flying. He's flying.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's a little bit too far away from the couch there. Also, the shadow does not help in this context. Yeah.
No, my bad.
Yeah, I had no previous Gacha shows to call back to, so all I could do was put some Mario 63 on the screen.
Yuki!
Did you need?
Uh-oh. Oh!
Shida! I told you this was gonna happen. He just told Anime Girl to take a shower. This could have gone a lot worse, but this is at least I was fully expecting that.
I couldn't find any clothes that fit me.
Yeah, that's a lie, You've been wearing the same clothing size for 5 years, and that was including his hoodie. There is no way you can't find clothes that fit you.
Oh
at least...
oh my god.
At least we know in the 5 years in the meantime, I guess she learned to put on a bra, I suppose. She wouldn't have had that back in the day, so like so we at least know she does get changed occasionally, so she's not like that incompetent at least. I've lost the voice again. I forgot what I did.
What's wrong? Why are you all red? Jeez.
I've never seen blushing before, apparently. Just use one of my shirts. They should fit. Wait, okay, hold on.
What?
Again. Okay, so from the setup, it seems like Yuki lives alone. So when Ushida says that she can't find any clothes that fit, the only clothes that she could have possibly tried, aside from her own, would have been Yuki's clothes. But now Yuki, despite having just heard that, is now saying that one of his shirts would fit. And not only does that, but only exclusively one of his shirts, not like, like pants or anything. None of that, just the shirt, which means he probably thinks that the shirt's big enough on her that it would cover like everything it needs to. So my question is, how small is she supposed to be? And also, how could she not find clothes that fit if she actually did decide to
I
look?
did something similar in that exact background, but it was for my Kidnapped by Giants thing, and the characters was watching just a single frame of my old Adam Code Purple.
I resized it properly. Yeah, so but that's what I guess referring to the TV thing that we mentioned earlier, and yeah, that TV is just cursed.
I did pretty spot on for my GX video.
You're more skilled than most in that case, but yeah, like that's the reason I use like literally any other TV that's not that one in generated gacha ones, like the Dove Mantle, them on TV one, like that one actually, the one you also used in the GX video. Yeah. Not to mention also the one that everyone uses for Gacha React is also, positions like, head on. So nothing, we don't have to worry about that. I think there are ways on like an isometric grid or something to do that kind of thing, but I think that requires like a 3D app or something. It's like, I no idea. For the remake, of course, because I had to use the same backgrounds. Rotate it, a little bit of masking. No one knew the difference. Funny how that works.
Jeez! Genshin Pain scared me. I was just checking something real quick, and I just got paid for GT Live. Oh my god, my butt.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because I clapped or something.
No,
Well,
it was just a YouTube feed. I was just like checking something on my tablet, and it's just like, hey, GT Live just came out with a video. And so it just like jump scared me.
Okay, yeah, I guess for GT Live would have to be a clap and a half, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's go. That was weird.
That was weird, but whatever. There was no. Every time.
So we can find something to do.
Where are you looking exactly? So, she really doesn't want to become human. In that case, let the humans deal with her. She'll see how they act like monsters like her.
Jeez, hello, Dr. Doofus merch.
It's my monster experimentator. Oh, okay. This is another one, which is, anything. This is Reality, episode 1, the cancelled show, and the one that we saw why was cancelled.
What is this display of light movement?
I think by which she means like I guess photons or something. Which again, where has she been for the last 5 years? She's like hunted down police exclusively. Anyway, you've got to be kidding! It's An TV. I swear this channel gets good at some point.
Why? Just I can't. Like I don't like. What is that sentence? I'm reading it, thinking it's accurate, but I know it's not accurate. It's wrong. But it feels right. It feels right. But it's not.
Yeah.
That's what's bothering me. Back, my YouTube decided to kick me out because it needed update. What did I miss?
She doesn't know
poor
what a
Trevor.
TV is.
Yeah. She apparently did not know what a TV is. Like,
I think you might have also missed like the clothing scene, but you don't want to see that one anyway.
you don't. You really do not.
All right. So anyway, where I was, there was no TV. By that I mean outside, I guess. It was kind of distracting how I have like a dialogue scene going on the screen as well. Anyway, Ushida, if you don't mind me asking.
Wait, why does she not have a? Oh no, she does have a shuttle. Never mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How are you still alive? I could have sworn I saw you die.
Oh.
I can see Thestros now.
Well, you see, monsters don't die so easily. They took me to this laboratory.
What?
That's
Who?
when I-
The police? The police handed you off to a laboratory, did they?
That's when I found out I'm not the only one. Smacks Yuki on the head. Use proper grammar!
The fact that Yoshida, who learned the language 5 years ago from Yuki, has to say that, but yeah.
Wait. Use proper grammar!
I forgot about that. Since the last you've been on Facecam, I forgot about that meme. Okay.
They were doing experiments on me and another monster.
I think Midori just saw Stranger Things.
They try to make us human. They even feed us human food.
They even what torture? What torture? They fed us human food. What a travesty that is. By the way, I enjoyed that apple you gave me 5 years ago.
There was a machine that taught us how to speak like humans.
It was no princess is happy, but it did the job.
Now I will become a archangel.
Okay, sure.
What did you use this for? I mean, Aiden, fallen angels.
Yeah.
Well, it did. It caused a lot of pain, lots of pain, because I don't have good grammar.
This really is the Archangel transformation, but I will say I do love the way that the colors are changing for this. Like not just the character, because obviously that's something you could do in Gacha itself, if you play around with the color pads, but also the background, which I'm not sure if that was even a possibility yet in Gachaverse. That might be a post production thing.
But they didn't care. Also, as you could tell that Yoshida was a woman, she gives very, I do not know how to pronounce that word, but
Androgynous. Well, that's anime for you.
We tried to comfort each other. But as the time went by, we started to hate that pain.
At first we didn't. At first we were like, pain, the percentage of danger. It's like, we're fine with this. But it's like, hang on a minute. This sucks. Like, what changed your mind exactly? Oh my goodness. If Aiden were here right now, he'd make a masochist joke, but that's
oh God, no, please. Oh God, that's spike. Oh God. Oh, what?
Yeah, as they grow older, their hair gets spikier. It's kind of similar to Saiyans, even though they have their hair for forever. But that's close enough.
One day, the other monster made a plan to escape.
Honestly, I'm surprised that considering that these are the only two of any given species, what most of the time humans will do in that situation is try to breed the two creatures. So Yeah, I'm more shocked they didn't try it. They're like just based on like how humans behave. That seemed like more of a logical idea than like, oh, we've discovered a new species. Let's try to make it human.
Right.
Like what? Maybe they've realized there are like 4 Nobel Prizes for eugenics, so they just decided like, oh yeah, let's make it a 5th. Clearly, societal standards have not changed.
USC destruction as I unlock the gate.
This is not bode well. As soon as the gates unlock, you're gonna hear it. Oh yeah, just sorting the card. I love old gacha fighting. It's just like one punch and someone goes straight down.
He knew that they would get back up, so he told me to go without him. Monsters being turned into humans, humans being turned into monsters. Now, you know how I mentioned my kidnapped by giant story? Well, and that took his experiment and turned into giants.
And in the original Kidnapped by Giants, I'm pretty sure that the original way that that was how the giants were created originally. Actually, they weren't actually just a different species. I was saying that if I did a giant series, that's what I was going to play around with, but never got around to it. Also, this is a really dumb idea. It's like, oh well, this random guard will eventually get back up, so I have to keep perpetually knocking him out forever. So you go ahead without me. There's clearly no other security guards in this entire prison facility, right? No other witnesses, CCTV that could be around to like capture us. No, nothing. Sure, there's one guard. I'll keep him, just like, oh wait, hold on, give me a second. Yeah, like I said, here we go. Oh yes, sweat glands for tears. It's at least approximating a bit more than like the the streak, I guess.
Knowing them, they probably just planed up kill them.
That's not a phrase. Planed up. Also, no, they were running experiments and they lost the only other person they could experiment on. Why would they kill their only lead into this new field of science? Like, again, to use my new species analogy again, it's like, yes, I found a brand new ant. We're going to study this for years. Oops. No one's going to do that. Also, very graphic detail as far as like describing the.
That's pretty much it. Also, speaking about Kidnapped by Giants, I kind of want to go expand that universe. I mean, who's gonna stop me? Jax Penwell? We're both kids. I can fight him.
Wow. Okay.
Ghost Kitty versus Jax Penwell. Who's going to win?
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
But it was all worth it at the end.
What? According to you, a man died. What do you mean it was all worth it in the end? Was it just something like go on a revenge quest and, kill some more cops? Was that what it was worth it for?
I have questions!
Because we're cops. Yeah, we're cops. And we're all dead.
Yuki?
This looks terrifying. Like, if you're trying to emerge, it's like, allow me to comfort you.
Let me comb your hair.
Do you feel better now?
I will braid it for you, if that helps.
Now just imagine like a demented hairdresser. Girl, let me tell you about the gossip of the town. Anyway.
Also, what are they watching now? I don't know.
Oh no, it's the same video. It's just a different part of it. I wonder if that was like played in real time, as the story progressed. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
If I saved you, you wouldn't had to through that. No, but a bullet would have gone through you, genius.
It's okay.
Anyway.
Because I'm happy we're together again.
Also, for the record, she's the one who tripped on snow. So if anything, Yuki did everything in his power.
Aww, and they live happily ever after.
Except we're only halfway through the video, so definitely not.
Ah!
That would be like a good place to stop for like an episode 1, but this is just a couple of mini movies, so anyway.
Jeez, this heat is crazy.
Is this like an actual is this an actual supposed to be an actual dress on her, or is this one of Yuki's shirts that like covers everything?
This just gonna grab Yoshida and runs up. Come on, Yoshida, we're gonna get you out of this.
We're gonna get you through this. I have a place where you can heal. Jeez, this heat is crazy. I think this video actually predates the gacha heat trend, by the way. Anyway,
oh, no.
It's always like this. Hello? I guess phone props were added in Gacha Life. Good to know.
What is that? Why is that blonde chick? Oh, God.
What's up with that blonde chick? Like, what?
Look at her outfit!
Sometimes you just want to go outside wearing a tutu, you know?
What is she, 5?
Tripped on snow. That's funny because Yuki means snow in Japanese. That might be why she'd be able to say it so easily. Anyway, hey, we've decided to meet at Park Avenue. You know, the most Japanese-sounding place of all time. Oh, okay, that's cool. They changed the meeting location. Let's go.
Oh,
Also, can I
okay.
just remind people that Yuki 5 years ago, or however long ago it was, I keep saying 5 years, it's like an arbitrary number, gave Yoshida his hoodie so that she would be concealed, and yet now decides to not hide her at all, despite the fact that her tail is much larger and her horns are much more prominent. She stands out way more now than before. Everyone, this is my friend Yoshida. Remember the monster that I told you all about in flashbacks? I don't know if he told them actually, or just Rito. Maybe just told Rito. And in case you're wondering, yes, she is a monster, not a cosplayer. But she's a friendly one. Again, I know that people say that it should be a much bigger deal for Moena as a mutant than I make it out to be in the story of the Mutant Girl. Bon actually said that specifically, but yeah, the reason being is because there are other mutants in the story, so they are known to exist, but they're still rare. But if you see one, you're like, okay, this is what I've heard about from TV or whatever.
Right.
In the case of her, apparently there's only one other monster in the world, so in this case, I will say yes, this should absolutely be a much bigger deal than it is.
Like, I mean, we already know that quite a few people were shocked that she had a dragon tail in the mutant girl and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, there's a mutant in her school? Wait, what?
Yeah, there are a couple of examples that appear. And admittedly, there would have been more if I bothered with adding extras in the early days.
Like, if she was like the only mutant that exists in the world to have a dragon tail, then yeah, you could have done so much better. But she wasn't.
Well, she's not one to have a dragon tail specifically, but not the only person to have a mutation.
Yes,
Which,
that's what.
you got to thank Empress for that. The character that I was not planning to write into it until until Jay requested that she be included. Which again, it never that dodged a bullet by a complete accident. Hello.
Hello. Oh. Ah, of course, the pink hair girl is named Sakura.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense because Sakura's a preset. There's a pink haired preset in Gacha, so that might be why. Oh wait, I guess also Naruto, but yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, I know what you mean too, but also I just know in Naruto there's a character who's pink hair named Sakura.
That's fair. I wonder what the I wonder what the blonde chick is called.
Yeah.
OMG, that is so cool!
What?
But the real question is, are you and Yuki lovers?
You just found out that monsters exist, and you are in the presence of one of them. And your question is her dating status. The art of the segue is dead. Alright.
Lovers? What's a lover?
You mean you seriously don't know?
Sorry, I really don't.
Don't worry, I got the facts right here for you.
Is she dating the blonde girl? Is that why?
Allow me to demonstrate. Come here, darling.
I cannot get that image out of my head now. Thanks so long.
That is also the word for cherry blossom trees, which I believe tend to blossom pink. So yes, that is also probably why. Anyway.
Sorry, Kosuke said, of course a pink hair female ships people.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah.
First things first to being lovers. You gotta love each other.
Fantastic. 10 out of 10 lecture.
Woo!
Would recommend on Skillshare. Also, the number 1 came on screen after she. Oh no, never mind. That's just a hyphen. I thought it was a number 1. It was gonna start emerging because I can't see from the volume thing. Anyway,
Next, you have to grow a bond.
okay, so you're saying that you have to love each other and then grow a bond? I think you got those two mixed up. You bond first, and that evolves into feelings of love. What
Nanny?
is-
Then go through good and bad times. And the last step to being lovers is
I just realized I made this character Rachel Tice for most popular girls in school. I'm gonna keep that now.
last step is baby.
Of course! Wow! Wow!
And that's how you become lovers. Because
What?
remember, babies trap boys.
Why? This just gets more insane by the second. Just gets more insane by the second.
Yep. Okay.
I want to be lovers.
Well, I'm flattered, but I'm already taken by the blonde girl.
Okay. Oh, really? I would have guessed that lovers need to love each other. Thanks a lot, Sherlock Holmes.
Well, apparently, loving each other is step 1. So apparently, it takes nothing at all.
Oh, what if Yuki doesn't feel the same?
Josh, why?
Why?
Josh?
Just why?
Of course it does. I know from like 2 seconds ago. Oh, ever since he was a kid, all he would talk about is this monster man in the forest. We all thought he was crazy. I guess that's why we're not supposed to teach the idea of monsters existing.
Oh my god, it's Kawaii Jam mixed with Sylvana.
Yeah, specifically like you know, the post Phoenix Drop High Sylvana after her no boys phase.
So go to him. There's no way he'll reject.
Cuts to the next scene. No.
Right. You sure about this?
Of course, they reunited yesterday after 5 years of not knowing about each other and developing into different people entirely. What could possibly go wrong?
God.
Positive.
Guys, I need your help. What's up, man?
I'm a similar voice, to be honest.
I want to get Yoshida something to show how happy I am to reunite with her. A new wardrobe would be appreciated by her, I think.
Right?
But I don't know what to give her.
Just tell her.
How you feel? How you feel?
No item can replace feelings.
Yeah, you're right. I'll tell her how I feel.
Yuki!
It's all you, bro.
Let's go, Bond!
Bond?
Yes, silly. Come on.
I guess she's already accepted the fact that they have feelings for each other. I guess that means they love each other, so she's already on to step 2, I guess. Alright, fine.
Please do the thumbs up. Please do the thumbs up. Please do the thumbs up. No, you didn't. I hate you.
I think that might have been like an attempt to do a thumbs up because the custom hand poses were only like a thing in Gacha Club onwards. So that might have been the best attempt of like having thumbs in a raised position, maybe.
I guess
If
so.
to be very generous. But also, I like the idea that she was like, you're so gung ho. It's like, let's go Bond quickly. Honestly, that's one of my favorite anime tropes is when, like, you know, the fish out of water is so blunt about their intentions because they just ignore all societal conventions that would prevent them from doing the thing that they both want to do anyway. Ah, yes, this is the technique that I'm definitely going. I'm probably gonna have to you know, steal this technique honestly because I've tried to have characters walk hand in hand and it almost never works. In fact, it hasn't worked since Gacha Life actually in season 1 of Mutant Girl. Why are we here?
We must dress for our bonding.
See, she wanted a new wardrobe. It was obvious. So I moved from a no boys phase to a no Aaron phase. I guess except the boy in the family because my daughter loves him. Yeah, she went from a no boys phase when Aphmau was a harem protagonist, and then went to no Aaron when she was in a committed relationship. Whatever Aphmau was like, whatever Aphmau was handling, you know, romance-wise at the time, she was just fully against because I guess I don't know. I guess she had to be the foil. You two must be on a date.
If that has something to do with bonding, then yes!
I'll accept anything has to do with bonding, any ritual. But I got just the clothes for you too. Isn't this a female store? Here, the clothes in here are perfect for you. Here, a bag of clothes. What clothing store does not have the clothes on display for people to see, or at least, I don't know, hold up to themselves? You don't just get handed a bag of clothes. And like they had like Midori put mannequins in here, so like it's not like there's like no possibilities or anything. Anyway, sure, whatever you say. I couldn't help but notice your features. Are you a monster? Why does everyone know what monsters are? There's only two.
Oh, so you want to know what Kathira means? Go on. Yes, I bet you can't. Stupid?
Yeah.
Does it mean stupid? No, wait, no, that's Baka.
I think it probably has other words to it as well, but yeah, no, I don't think. I'm just thinking like my brain is autocorrecting like Kithara to Katara in my head, so I'm in. It means the heart of the family, you know, the mother of the friend group. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is also standard procedure for a store person to ruffle a customer's hair while they're trying on clothes.
I'm sorry, what? Not only there's monsters, there's freaking vampires!
I barely had read I didn't even read the line yet. I was gonna do the red flags thing. Okay, anyway, yeah, red flag for what you said. Yeah. All right, okay. All right, time to change his voice. Well, that's amazing. I'm a vampire.
What is this? Oh, God.
Which does not count as a monster, apparently.
Really?
Yup.
Oh. Wow! I met an actual vampire.
Okay, she doesn't know what lovers are, but knows what a vampire is. What are the rules based on what she's like learned and what she hasn't? Like, also, there's a chance she might have ever been to a shopping mall before, and she knew where like everything was.
Red flags, they're bad for me and you. Red flags, next time think your characters through.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I've got a better one. Red flags, they're bad for you and I. Red flags, next time call the FBI.
That actually got me.
Anyway, so that actual monster. Sounds like they're having fun. And why did I get these clothes? Yeah, those do not look good on you. Is he cold? Like, shopping malls have like a lot of air conditioning. He's probably freezing. And she's in a Halloween costume.
Thank you, Mr. Vampire. I had to rewind the video to see what the line was, but...
Mm-hmm.
It means guitar!
No problem. Bye.
Very Gathira means guitar.
Oh. To be fair, Ghost Kitty, I remember watching a video of like, you know, what Japanese would sound like in English, and there was one person was like acting out like a first time conversation between two people. It's like first time, I'm inside the field, which was the name which was her name. So that was, I guess, inside the field translates to, I guess, something. That's a given name.
Oh my god. Nothing.
It's the clothes, huh?
You look so stupid!
Ha ha ha, laugh it all up. Can I have your orders? I'll get whatever she gets. Oh yeah, sure. Let the person who's probably never eaten at a restaurant before pick the menu. This is gonna go well. Well, and what will you be having? Let's see. I'll take the fresh llama extra raw, please. What happened? You guys got Ushida. What? You never gave me a menu. What expecting to happen?
Right?
It was just a joke. You know, I obviously know better than to do that. I don't know what lovers are, but I know the societal conventions about eating raw sheep in the restaurants. Again, what does she know and what does she not know? She couldn't speak the language, but she understood it to perfection before. She now knows not to order sheep at a restaurant, which, by the way, they do serve sheep at some places. And I guess she knows, like, I guess you can, like, navigate shopping, but also doesn't know what TV is. Okay, anyway. Shall I have anything red? I guess the vampire from before kind of rubbed off on her because now she thinks she's Marceline. As you command.
I had so much fun. Never.
Today. Same here. And now I'm outside in the actual sun. I don't feel like I'm about to get frostbite. Oh, I almost forgot. Come with me. Welcome to the arcade!
What's that thing?
This does feel like arcade music. I will say again, from the days of Green Knight, at least on a technical level, the characters are framed properly in the cameras. Midori's learned how to, I guess, like center some stuff. Do some smoother transitions and apply appropriately themed music. I'll get that out of the way for now. The story is obviously taking a lot of focus here because, like, good lord, but yeah, that at least has to be said. Anyway, the claw machine. A claw. Lucky for you, I'm a god at it. In order to beat the crane, you must become the crane. I did make a Toy Story reference, so I guess they make a SpongeBob one. I guess that makes sense. Okay. That was some actual really decent animation. I'm not sure how that was actually done. Let's play something. Wow, you lost once and you rage quit. This is how you keep like a high percentage like winning track. Just stop playing if you lose.
How about this game?
Basketball. Like a video, I got this too. I mean, normally for an arcade game, there's usually like a boundary or something, or a machine that will, like a distance you have to aim from, because otherwise, that hoop is is just taller than he is. So yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. Okay, anyway, one ball, please. Just the one, of course. Almost like a timed event as well. You have like a bunch of balls. It even bounce. Better luck next time. Is it gonna bounce? No, it doesn't. Rigged game.
Right.
I think it also for like a split second it like decides to like roll or something at the end there. That ball is alive. Anyway, this looks like a giant version of Dance Dance Revolution without the without the pad to play it on. Okay, Dance World. And now the music cuts out just before Dance World, where you think you would need it, but okay. Lucky for... They can do this one.
I think,
okay.
yeah. Oop.
Yeah. One talent that I will give Midori, there was probably even in the Green Knight to a certain extent. You know, he's able to do some good banter between characters, and that was a rule of 3 right there, as you know, the rule of 3 in comedy. So yeah, like character, he's able to establish a good dynamic when he wants to, and when the love interest particularly isn't a tsundere, because apparently that seems to be just a terrible recipe for Midori. Yoshida is very overdressed for an arcade, and Yuka's very underdressed for an arcade. He's underdressed in general. He hasn't finished dressing himself. Look at the cute little kids in the back. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. It's a 2-player game, but I'll just stay here, I guess. Which is a fair point. Normally you compete against somebody, and you also would have the TV in the center, so you can actually see the full thing, but anyway. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I guess you just like have to copy. Okay, fine. It's like that kind of dance game. Awesome. Nice. See, the problem is that when you do this in animation, it's less impressive. It's kind of like doing like mirroring or something, because like, yeah, you can do it and it looks good, but the thing is that people know you just like laterally inverted something. It's fairly easy. Every time I see that dance, I think of I think of Miss Devil's video of I'm Latina.
Ah.
Yeah. That was like every other dance move. Why is the music cut out? I have not muted this video. Also, what is that? Is that score even like countable in that time? Best high score. Okay, best high score can mean a best personal high score or a best high score on the actual machine. That's a different thing. Here, you deserve it. Honestly, that is a good call, because yeah, I've made the mistake of playing Dance Dance Revolution with friends in an arcade without having water. I've also made the mistake of doing karaoke without water as well. Both neither of those neither of those make for good performances. Anyway,
God. I'll be right
cheers to a great bonding. Oh, you're back. Okay. Oh, did she forget the purpose of what she was doing? I guess she was having fun, which, you know, that's successful bonding if you ask me. So yeah. By the way, you get the most boring ringtone of all time. Hello? I gotta take this. I'll BRB. I don't think she'll know what BRB stands for. It's one of those things that you would think, like, you know, she's been outside all of her life, then no, she wouldn't know. I'm adding the blonde-haired girl, red-haired kid, and the brown-haired girl to the orphanage. This orphanage is gonna, like, it's gonna be severely understaffed at this rate, more so than the pony school. Bonding complete. Final step is babies. See, here's the thing. Okay, I'll address the ex-human in the room in a second. Here's the thing. She's doing all this too quickly because she wasn't told a time frame for this to happen. That was Sakura's mistake in this case. Well, okay, Sakura made a lot of mistakes. That was one mistake. That was that's among the list of mistakes that Sakura made in that discussion. Anyway, back to the plot, you know, where she's wearing all red, making herself even more than she was before, basically a living target, and this is what happens. So, let's see.
Don't try nothing I wouldn't do.
I mean, you would do probably a lot, I guess, so that's not really saying much. What do you want?
Come to the lab now. Boss changed his mind.
What do you mean to change his mind? About what? Like, about conducting experiments? But if he did, then you would be going back to the lab. Change his mind about trying to hunt her down? If so, then he wouldn't be here. Change his mind about punishing her? But she didn't know that that was something that would be like a thing to change his mind in the first place. So what is this in reference to?
Come, or your little human friend gets it.
You wouldn't.
Oh, we will.
You should have said we would to make that work. I'll be there before sunrise. Let's see, police. I know that I might have stricken a few of you down over the past few years, but could you do me a solid and, protect me from this lab that you took me to in the first place? You know what? Sure, I'll see myself out. Also, just let me say goodbye.
You better be there, or else.
Okay, just I guess just decide to dive away like Knuckles in Sonic DX. Sonic Adventure DX, I should say. Okay, so that was the most idiotic guard of all time, because now she could just go into hiding again, and the fact is she was trying to be hunted down before now. Then again, she's not very smart either, because she was in hiding for less than a day, and she's already been found out. After causing a huge ruckus and performing, a show. In real time. So, yeah, in the immortal words of Tony Stark, not a great plan. Ready to go home? Yeah. Oh, she's not going to say anything. She's going to leave a note or something. Was that golden gem in the ex-human's hand? Dunno. Alright, I'm done taking a shower. Mission failed? What do you mean mission failed? Mission succeeded. He took a shower. He completed his mission. What are you talking about? Also, now she has, like, pajamas or, like, night clothing? Was that Yuki's as well? Because I don't think he would have something that was, like, cut that specific way. And she didn't buy that at the mall. And so he had no clothes that would have fit her before. So where'd this outfit come from?
I am back. Sorry about that.
Okay. Well, look, apparently she did have clothes that fit her this whole time, I guess, because we didn't see those, buy those in the mall. Yep. And also, now that she seems to have, now that she's back, she's been given. She got found by one of the ex-humans because, of course, she did. She was wearing all red and was sitting completely in the open. Idiot. But also, the ex-human himself, she made a deal so she could say goodbye to Yuki before returning to the lab. So she would return at sunset, I believe. And then the guard does his best Knuckles from Sonic Adventure DX impression and decides to fly away, but go like that. So I don't know. Huh? And that's why she was saying mission failed, because yeah, they failed their mission of hiding her because they have no clue how to function, I guess. That's just a bra and some pants. No, we saw her in a bra and some pants before, of this exact same shade, by the way, which makes me think that's either her favorite color or again something Yuki just had. I don't know. But yeah, no, she had there was a definite difference, and also Yuki was way more flustered. So yeah. We were supposed to be lovers. We were supposed to be lovers, but now we gotta fight each other. I don't know why I thought of that. There's some subtext for you for I almost said Yuki and Joey. Yugi and Joey. Lovers? But why would you want to be lovers with me? That's a good question because you've had one encounter 5 years ago and he's known you for a day. So yes, I second that question. Why would he want to be lovers with you? After all, I'm a monster. Okay. Okay, before like this line, can you imagine like the way that he came up to us like, I'm a monster, no one is ever gonna like me. I mean, I understand if you think I'm disgusting. Okay.
Wow.
It's like the Saitama meme, but worse. So no comfort in the slightest. Anyway, we'll be lovers then. Whatever. But they both said forever the same. Okay, sure, all right then. I was gonna make a Jenny joke there. I want to ruin our friendship. We should be lovers instead. Okay, custom art, nice. From this is good. This is better custom art because like at least this time it's not being used to have sunshine. Just toppling over and tackling why am I blanking? Tomi to the ground. Why did I just forget the Green Knight's name?
I don't know.
That being said, she looks mortified at this point. She was like, like, I don't think it was explained to her what a kiss is yet. This is probably very out of left field for her. This is not going to go well. And also, I guess there was no custom, but there we go. I was about to. It's time to say goodbye. We'll be lovers forever. Also, bye now. I'm off to the lab again. Shouldn't have opened up with that one, maybe. Potentially. Just throwing that one out there. I'm surprised there was no like Japanese voice acting over this now, like there was at the beginning. Also, it's either me or you. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they want him in the lab? He's a human. What? Why would they want to conduct the monster experiments on it? What? What does this lab actually do? What is it? What are they actually? What? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's get to the part where she gets captured by the X-humans. Probably where this is going as usual. Yeah, of course. We're in the like Act 2 climax here, about to go to like the darkest moments before we enter the Act 3 resolution of the hero's journey. So they're taking off all the boxes. What happened? Get off me! Can you love this? Can you love a monster? I just said I could. What is wrong with you? Can you? Yes. I knew it. Knew what? He said, let's be lovers forever. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, okay, I get it. I think she is trying to just just like convince herself that she was right about this and to pretend that this is like all based on a misunderstanding. So he doesn't know that he doesn't know that she's going back to the lab, and so I guess it's just better in her mind that he thinks that he somehow messed all of this up and lives with that guilt for his life rather than the fact that they got caught, which would also have been his fault as well as hers, but we're not going to talk about that. This is probably about as bad as the if anyone's seen Moulin Rouge, there was the story in that one is that is that Satine, who is this performer who's fallen up with the writer, who's the main character. I've forgotten his name. Christian, that was it. But yes, there's this Duke character is supposed to give a bunch of money to Bordello, but has to marry Satine. So she has to try and break up with with Christian, because they've been having a thing for the whole movie or something. And then afterwards, the Zidler, the ringmaster, was like, break his heart to save him, hurt him to save him, because like he's got like the Duke has got a hit on him. So as a result of that, she decides to not confront him about this at all and just pretend she's lost interest entirely, which caused like a meltdown from both of them, which amounts to them resolving their differences immediately. There, I just saved you having to watch Moulin Rouge. Trust me.
I cried during that movie. No, here's the thing. What's my mom, like, when she saw me crying during the end of the movie, she's like, you know what? This was going to happen. They said it in the beginning. I'm like, I don't care. I was like, I'm just sad because I do not like character deaths. I mean, I love them and hate them at the same time, and that makes sense. Like,
it also seemed to come out. It seemed to come out of nowhere because it was like, because I mean, yeah, sure, they foreshadowed that, you know, that she had consumption, but like, just like the fact for us, like, yes, I'll love you to my dying day, sing the final song with everyone in the numbers, and it's like, yes, what a fantastic day. It's like they needed the sad ending and they achieved it, I guess, but like. What?
right.
Honestly, here's an idea of what they could have done instead. How about instead of, you know, the Duke still fires the gun he was going to at the end, but it hits Satine instead because she takes the bullet for him. Then it kind of makes sense for her to have like suddenly collapsed and died. I don't know. Could have saved them the budget on that final shot, maybe? I don't. So yeah. Well done, fell in love with a monster video. You made me reference Moulin Rouge. I hope you're happy with yourself. Sheila, you're crying. What is this? Tears? I've never heard of tears before in my life. What is crying? Define it for me. I hate you. Wait.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
It's the Act 3 miscommunication. Red in your color palette. I'm sorry, I must raise the flag. It's not loading. The thing isn't loading. Here it is. All right, and let's continue with this shot. There's rivaling Aiden's wing shot from the original version. Also, she meant to be that sunset, right? This is way past sunset, or I guess he said sun. Maybe just the sunrise. Anyway, I wonder how Yuki is doing right now. Maybe I should stop by. That's right. He's, you know, we've been constantly like making these characters, you know, bashing their heads together for them to date, and now, you know, they're sharing a house and a private moment together. I'm gonna barge in and third wheel them. That makes sense. Just letting you know I'm coming in. You know, hope you're decent or whatever. Yuki, just leave. I'm guessing things didn't go as planned. Get up. Why is he so mad? I said get up! You know what? I would, you know, like the meme of like, you know, comforting scenes. You know, the girls, the boys, or something like that. It's one of those for this one. It's just like, the girls. Give me a hug. Like, you want to talk about it? We're here for you. The boys. Get up! What are you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? Are you gonna do something like a man? Come on. And yeah, they were doing so well. Sad part is like that bonding scene, well, all the bonding scenes with the pair of them, like when that's as a couple, those were actually pretty great. Like I've said before, I enjoy more the like characters being in a relationship than any will they won't they plots that, you know, how, like, even if they resolve it quite quickly, it's like, okay, fine, you know, whatever. But like, I want to see what they're actually like together. And there are a lot of anime that do that pretty well, especially within the last, you know, like 5-10 years, really. So I guess it makes sense for a story to be it's clearly inspired by like every anime trope under the sun to replicate that. But hey, you know, they're not all bad tropes. What happened? She left. So you just say here and did nothing? What? What are you saying? Don't correct my grammar at a time like this. You should know she's not safe out there alone. Sure, she can go toe-to-toe with 3 police officers, but, you know, clearly there's... Anyway.
Oh.
So
Wow.
now he decides to add sound effects. I think Midori might have been one of the people who had like one layer of sound and and had to pick between music and sound effects the whole way. That was a common thing back in the day, but yeah, I don't know. Hold on, I need to...
Oh.
Goodbye. It's my latest invention, the Gunminator.
That just sounds stupid.
Okay, I guess so. I guess he changed his mind from wanting to conduct experiments to just shooting her in the back of the head. Then again, monsters don't die so easily. We did hear this at the beginning of the video, so that might be a little bit of a callback line that will come up if there's another fake out death, of course. Anyway, sorry about before. I was just... Don't worry about it. At least you're feeling better. Wrong you're, and also... The point is that, like, Ushida probably isn't. Like, him feeling better is great, but if you're concerned about, like, her safety, then he probably should get out there. What's that? I told you she was going to have notes. I called it. Also, I like Ghost Kitty just say the same thing. You guess what if you don't get up off your seat? Get up there, man! Anyway. Okay, so now we have this, which, by the way, nicely able to like import this into the app. I'm gonna wait for it to fade up. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And we're gonna get some the actual lines. Okay.
私君に嘘ついちゃった大嫌い顔見たくないなんて
I'm trying to concentrate right now by what little Japanese I know, and it's like, huh,
Right?
could this be the actual dialogue?
Same, it's like it's been a while because it's like,
Yeah.
どうやねでも私はもうすぐいなくなっちゃうから傷つきで別れるしかなかったの
I didn't want our goodbye to be full of pain. That's why I lied to you, told you that I hated you, and left you without any explanation. You know, 0 pain. Why is everyone so stupid?
だって
I hope this all just ripped from a random anime. Well, there are 3 videos in the description that were titled Japanese voice acting. 2 of them are privated now, so I don't know what they were originally, but one of them is just literally a video called Japanese voice acting that may or may not have, may or may not be this. This is why I don't count this as like the first example of gacha voice acting. Or that would be actually really cool if like, I don't know, Midori had gone on Fiverr or something and commissioned this. But no.
そうすれば君は私を忘れてくれるでしょ本当はね大好きだよ
that is
I
correct.
think that is accurate.
一緒にいたかった忘れてもらおうとしてるのにこんなのずるいよね
Yes!
でもね
Yes, it is!
君に言わなきゃと思って
Yes, you did. You had to tell him, and you did not.
今までありがとうとっても楽しかったよ
Where is he running exactly?
君のこと
Why are you running? Why are you running? Just to reference more old memes.
Jeez.
Why won't you just die?
I like he doesn't actually go just directly to her. Oh look, it's nail Sakura.
Yeah.
Was that the Green Knight character? What am I don't know.
I don't know.
We get a couple of yeah. Midori was first inspired me to use anime stock footage in season 1, so yeah, we're gonna get a couple of examples of that. These are towards the beginning of videos in future, but it works now. Like this, yeah. I guess it kind of takes a while to realize there's people. I try to avoid the shots where there's actual physical people there.
Right.
But hey, also I haven't seen too many videos with rain in them, especially not this old. Midori might
What?
have been the first person to use rain in a video.
How is she?
Monsters don't die that easily, remember?
I know.
How? There we go. What do you mean it's easy?
Oh, she's dying. She is freaking.
I ran all the way over here because I guess I have no concept of hospitals in order to be with you in my final moment. Why? How did you know he was going to be here? It's just like a coincidence of like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have about 5 minutes left on my you know, my physical health meter. I hope he's round the corner. Oh, look, he is! What a coinky dink. Let's... And yes, you're right. Yeah, use proper common sense. Now just like bash their heads together like, use proper common sense! Use those pea-sized brains of yours! Yeah, the problem with gacha characters is that they have big heads, but they have small brains. It doesn't compensate. Oh my god. Rashida, what are you talking?
She just collapsed. She just plopped dead. Just like that.
It's like a collapse. This is like a. Imagine if that happened in Moulin Rouge.
That's just
Satine gives him one peck on the cheek and says, bleh.
Why? Can we just please continue? I want this day to be over with.
Okay, fine. We're almost done. We've got like 3 minutes left. Okay.
ごめんね。君のこともっと愛してあげられなくて。
Okay, you've got one final.
君のこともっと見てあげられなくて。
Dang, I didn't clear up fast enough for me to see.
ごめんね。君のこともっと考えてあげられなくて。
You couldn't be more considerate. Which is very easy. Do the bare minimum next time.
ずっと一緒にいてあげるなんて。だから私のこと
Monsters don't die so easily. Anyways, time to die now.
こんなひどい女なんて忘れて。お願いだから泣かないで。こんなひどい女のためなんかに泣いた涙。
How eloquent she is after learning the language 5 years ago.
あ
I think he's got some lines too.
私が離れていたから本当にご
I couldn't keep the promise that we.
何がつける
Oh, hold on. Okay, now I get it. Wait a second. So, so the promise that they made was like right before, like that she had to go, and she made that whole argument thing. So, was the promise made just because that had to match that line? And it was just forced into the story. It's like, oh yeah, let's be lovers forever. Anyways, off to the lab I go. I also hate you now, but I don't really. I'll let the letter for you to find out. Mixed messages, mixed messages. But yeah, so I guess that was the only reason that was there. Again, unless this is a custom script. I gotta check that Japanese voice acting video in the description again and see what that was all about, because who knows, maybe it is the case. So, yeah, actually, you know what? I'll do that after we finish the video. Well, when you put it that way. That could be Midori himself doing that. Or not. Again, it depends. If it is a private, so I have no idea anymore. It might be, but if that is Midori doing that line, I'm actually kind of more confused, because Midori would go on to be like the first, like, you know, multi-character voice actor. You know, he would voice like every single person in Winterfire, and then when it was time to, like, you know, what was it, like Just My Luck or something like that, whatever it was called, he hired like a bunch of female voice actors, but every single male voice actor credit was just him. So he's very clearly willing to, you know, to pull a multi-voice in the future. But I guess now he was like, okay, I'll only do like one scene, and I also do it in Japanese. So yeah, maybe it isn't actually him, because that doesn't seem to line up at all. They had a sudden change of heart afterwards. And yeah, my pet peeve of flashbacks that have dialogue over the top of them. And that they're played way too fast. As if everyone was talking about Aaron and Aphmos saying they didn't have time, yet they could just stand there and talk.
What? Years later, okay.
Are we?
Wait, what? What?
I guess she got better? Hey, Dad. You know. Is it true I was born from just a kiss? Yep, I call it the kiss of life, and that's what we're going to teach you in health class. You know, if anyone tells you otherwise, and that's what babies come from, they're liars. I'm clearly not making this up at all. Thanks, Mom. Oh, okay, so so the mom is dead, but I guess maybe he gave birth in that case? You're welcome, son. What is that? Like, at least do like that in the night sky, like a twinkle of a star or whatever. Why is it like an 8-bit star? That's the final image of the video, I think. Yep, that is the image that we are leaving on. God, what? What? Okay. That was Fell in Love with a Monster by MidoriStories, the video that I said might have been when he got good.
I just really do not have, I don't really have pros and cons of it, because, like, this is, it's not too bad, just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like for the time period, because it does a lot of stuff that we kind of now take for granted in the gacha community, but were significantly more difficult back in the day. And as somebody who was there almost at the same time, I can understand that. And yes, that was a learning curve that MidoriStories did not have any frame of reference to evolve from, because no one else had bothered by that point, at least to my knowledge. And that's one of the reasons why it was such an inspiration as a gachuber for me, specifically. But story-wise, again, it still falls apart. Just, like almost in every conceivable metric. The character dynamic between the two of them are, like, above most of the video. I'm trying to see now if I can load this up. Nope, owie into the bag. You people don't know this child. Well, like, apparently they didn't have a choice because they were I don't know. Just it's like more confusing than Jake's birth and Adventure Time. I never thought I would say that ever again. Come on, I need to. Why can I not find the? It's not easy to navigate to the previous video. I'm just trying to stall for time and see if I can actually get to the Japanese voice acted video, so I can just check what was the procedure. Was there like something in the description that said something to do with that? Also, what's wrong? This or this is reality? Well, I think this is reality. I don't know, it had a lot wrong with it, but it was almost like, because this was like so much of it, like 33 minutes worth of just constantly making like the wrong steps at almost every single turn. Yeah, I could say this, but however, I appreciate, at least on the technical aspect, the ambition of, you know, having like at least like the walking, the like that's just like the walking poses and trying to, you know, make them seem a bit natural, some camera trickery to try and like pretend the backgrounds were moving, you know, again, with no learning curve, and also with the fact that it seems like a natural like middle point to have between having like the idea to use like still walking poses and then teleport them to animated walking poses and keyframing them. I guess as a middle portion, that would probably be where people would somewhat land. Could I recommend it as a method for people who don't know how to keyframe and want to use like the older gacha apps? Possibly. I mean, you kind of have to be careful with that because as long as you like edit the frame so that they're not on screen for too long in one position, then you can kind of get away with it, I think, for the most part.
Like I said, I like have nothing really to say.
Yeah.
I really have nothing to say. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just like
Oh, okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'll talk about the Japanese voice editing thing. So apparently this video was posted on August 1st, so you know, just over 6 years ago exactly. However, the non-privated Japanese voice acting video was uploaded on March 13th of 2018, which means it most likely was not made for the intention of using in this video. So yeah, I think they were all probably from Kozu, but yeah, just looking at the script in the description, because like they've put the Japanese and they've got the they've got the English right underneath it, and yeah, it does not correlate at all with the video. So we've been gaslit. We've been gaslit by a 6-year-old gacha video. That should be that's a good title. That's a good I don't know, that's like a YouTube short of some kind. Not really sure, but yeah. So
why is my latest Yu-Gi-Oh video getting so many views? I was just checking. No,
Is
you're
it
not.
the GX one? Or is that one of the other timelines or something? Have I missed a Yu-Gi-Oh video?
No, it's the one on my main channel where it's like, where are Yuge and Jay and Yusei from, RV or whatever. And it's like, I was just checking, like, community posts and stuff like that, just checking. And the video pop up, and it's like, oh yeah, guess what? It's almost 1,000 views! I'm sorry, what?
Oh my goodness, the algorithm is definitely telling you something with those Yu-Gi-Oh videos for sure. Yeah, you definitely should double down on those ones, and maybe some more of that GX story while you're at it.
Yeah,
Just a suggestion.
I'm definitely gonna write it. I actually finished writing the first episode. Just let you know, it's gonna be like a mini series where the episodes are shorter, so that way I don't feel a whole lot of pressure.
That's fine. That's fine.
So just a heads up.
Yeah, I will say, like, again, as somebody who started by making episodes that were less than 10 minutes each, I'm never gonna berate somebody for having short episodes, as long as they are able to make them satisfying self-contained moments self-contained narratives rather than just oh, I guess we're gonna have to cut this here because we're running out of time, we need to speed run this process. So basically don't do what early jazz pops and disco pops did, and you'll be fine. Also, after Ribbon Dark review, can we do Lion Gate next? Potentially, yeah. And unless you want us to try instead of as Atma Cash, we'll do a video as our D&D characters, because that seemed to spark some interest. We just need it's like a Gacha characters react almost in a sense. Crest of Rising Sun react to something. I don't know. If you want to go work all the stories of mine, I found a script of mine. Review Go with the Tales cool. It was my own music group called Freak Show. I love that rip-off name. It makes a lot of sense. Instead of Dragon Girl, it follows a raccoon girl named Nelly. Oh, well, Moena M, Nelly N. It's a natural follow-through. Okay. Well, if you make that, then I definitely would check that out. Because I've said it before, it's kind of interesting to me that the mutant girl was created around the time that everyone was ripping each other off, but then no one else decided to make a story that was even called the mutant girl if they hadn't seen the original one. I know it didn't it didn't gain most of its traction until years later, but still, I was thinking oh, hey, at some point somebody is going to make a ripoff of this, or somebody's going to make another series called The Mutant Girl, and yet here we are 5.5 years later, and that hasn't happened yet. It's one of my only predictions that never seems to come true. But yeah, I would not. I'm not saying rename it to Mutant Girl, because Freak Show is a better title for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, if she's the only one, then make sure that's presented, because apparently Midori didn't get the memo on that one. So yeah, another interesting look at one of my greatest inspirations as a gacha tuber before they would have inspired me. So that's an interesting title frame there. But that's what I've got. So there you have it. And as it seems, the stream, the test was quite successful. I was worried because this computer takes a long time to load stuff up before I start. But I guess once it got going, it was okay. And I've been able to stream without my headphones, and it seems like I'm not getting any noise complaints. So, and nor am I getting echo. So I might not even need to use the headphones anymore. So I'm pulling the future of this. I mean, once I go to Spain, I'll have to get a monitor or something in order to continue with this, otherwise I can't see anything. But we'll all put it on a TV screen. We'll cross that barrier when we get there.
Yeah, when we do another episode of Quiz of the Rising Sun, where
for the time being, I think I'll give my freezing laptop a rest. Maybe at least for the rest of the week, and then I might try it again at some point to see if it was just a fluke or not.
Right.
But for now, looks like we're good with this. So please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters, as Greg done already. And on that note,